Hey, it's Lawson. I'm glad you're here. Of course, you know me from all the events I do and the Sunday morning mimosa, sitting here with my buddy Bobby Shealy from his virtual kitchen, actually his real kitchen. I'm virtual in my office downtown here in Riverland Terrace. And we were talking, and a lot of people have a big to do when it comes to Easter. And it's obviously very, very different this year around, as everyone knows. Some people are ordering in and having it delivered or picking up, their hams and all their casseroles and that sort of thing. What Bobby's got for us today is literally three ingredients, and it is his grandmother's world famous beer bread. And Bobby, literally three ingredients, that's it?
Three ingredients, and no one's going to believe this. This is the recipe written in her handwriting on a scratch piece of paper a million years ago, right under her best friend's address. But it's so simple. 3 cups of self-rising flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and a beer.
That's it?
And that's it. And you mix all that together. I'm going to show y'all right now. And it's I've already pre-measured the flour. Okay, flour, 3 cups of self-rising flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Sometimes I put 4, doesn't, hurt it. Then I just grab a pale ale and pour that in there. I mean, this is the simplest thing you can't even believe.
My word.
You don't even use a hand mixer. You just, I don't know if anybody can see in there.
Yeah, of course.
And just give me a second to mix it up, and it goes into a preheated oven that's 300 degrees, and you bake it for 1 hour at 300. And when you pull it out, which I'm going to show you in a minute, you have a really gorgeous loaf of bread.
It's that simple.
See, here it is mixed up.
Yeah.
So you see what you do. Now I like to use Baker's Joy just as a little spray.
Yeah, it's always probably helpful to spray your pan, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't stick.
And pour it in there. I mean, you see, this is all taking all of 3 minutes.
Not even.
And I spread it out so that it'll come out.
Bobby, can you move that? Can you move that measuring cup that's right before you? That's great. Thank you.
So anyway, that's it in here.
Okay.
And I've got the oven at 300. It'll bake for an hour. So throw that in there.
And by the magic of the Sunday morning mimosa.
Oh, this is TV land.
Amazing.
Here's the baked bread. Gorgeous loaf of bread.
Wow.
That was just those 3 ingredients. And let me show you something else. Hang on.
Yeah.
Now this is TV land. It should come right out. There it is. And look at that.
Holy moly, that
gorgeous loaf of bread from those 3 ingredients. And you can make it and wrap it and freeze it and warm it up. But I have to, while I've got a piece of warm bread.
Of course.
And some soft butter. Ooh, yeah, look at that.
So you get like a sweet and savory thing going on.
Yeah, and.
Okay, you're making me very jealous. I'm starving at lunchtime.
It's so good.
Yum.
So, 3 ingredients. You can't be any easier.
No, and we'll, of course, post the actual ingredients and measurements and directions when we make this post here on YouTube, on the Facebook channels as well.
Yeah, and I've been serving this all the time when I have people for dinner, and I've been taking it as hostess gifts whenever you could go out. And people will call me the next day and say, we sliced a piece of that bread for breakfast and we ate the whole loaf. It's so good. And I think there's a lot of possibilities with it, with all the different flavors of beer now, because when this was written, they probably had 2 types of beers. But yeah, it's beautiful loaf of bread. Freeze it, take it. It's good. It's real good. Wish I could give you a piece.
Maybe you can like leave some out on your porch or something. I'll come by later.
That's good.
Well, or better yet, I can just make it my damn self. It's so easy.
3 ingredients. Who
Yep.
would have thought?
And Lord knows I got beer in the fridge. That's for sure. I wonder how it'd go with red wine. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding.
I think it would go good with anything these days.
Yeah, you were not. You're not joking. So tell me, the other news is, of course, your cookbook is coming out and here later in the fall. But you've got the covers that are done.
The publisher sent me these today to prove. And so I might let, the audience send in some suggestions of which one they like.
I love it. You guys tell us what you like.
The title is The Charleston Real Estate Chef Low Country Recipes That Anyone Can Cook. I'm kind of leaning towards the one with the red.
I think the red, to me, makes more sense because it actually makes it pop more.
Yeah, and that chair I'm sitting in is an original piece from Drayton Hall Plantation.
Are you kidding?
This photo was taken in the front yard of Chad and Julia Drayton. They bought my old house around the corner, and was the heir to Drayton Hall. And I said I needed a chair, and they said, "Oh, we'll come in and pick one out the house." And he said, "You ought to use the old commode." And I said, "What?" He flipped up the bottom of this chair. This is the chamber pot that the Drayton family used over 200 years ago in the original Drayton Hall.
So that was what the toilet was.
It looks like a big overstuffed wing chair, and the bottom cushion flips up, and it's the chamber pot. So that's got some major history to it.
You learn something every day, especially on the Mimosa. That's cool. I tell you, I do think that the darker one makes a lot more sense. I think the writing gets.
I think I like this one, and we're still on track. They're working remote, but you're kind of at the point. If we miss November and it falls over to the spring, it happens because I guess we're glad to still be working on it. With everything that's going on.
So, any fun plans for the weekend for you?
Let's see: bourbon, vodka, red wine. What's there to do? Luckily, I live in a neighborhood where I can get on a golf cart, mix a cocktail, ride around. Because Riverland Terrace is the grounds of an old plantation, and there's water all around us, and it's like being in a park. I have a bicycle, but I'm not going anywhere. I have a pack of masks and gloves over here. If I go to the grocery store, I mask up, gloves.
Yeah, smart.
And what I'm missing right now is a lot of fresh vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to be having fresh vegetables. But yeah, my plans are to get on that list, 1,000 things that need to be done that for the last month, I still haven't done it.
Sure. About time to start. Figure why not, right?
Now, I did see on Instagram that Mrs. Whaley's garden is open. And I might run over there this afternoon. I had a good friendship with Emily Whaley before she died.
Oh,
and I saw on Instagram, and the garden's in full bloom, and I thought that might be a little sneak away today because probably nobody in it. And I asked if it was open, and they said yes. So.
Oh my gosh, how much fun would that be? And I love this time of year, minus the pollen. I love this time of year. And what a beautiful day today too. So, any Easter plans? What you're cooking up for Easter?
My friend Taylor around the corner is coming over because we both kind of quarantined, so we think we can be safe around each other.
Sure.
And I think we're gonna have steaks and maybe a veal chop.
Yum.
And kind of pull vegetables that we have. And I don't feel comfortable going to my dad's yet.
Yeah,
I don't know when is the safety zone. I mean, he's been in quarantine, I've been in quarantine, but when do you take the chance?
That's a brilliant question, and one that is well above my pay grade, so I don't know.
What about you? What are your plans?
Well, I was just going to ask you, what time is lunch? Ha ha ha! Blah, blah, blah.
I have a mask and gloves you can wear. I'll make you some bread.
Listen, I'm all good with that, man. I may take you up on you left. But we've been quarantined too, and we had a great time the other night. Actually, with one of my neighboring friends that's kind of quarantined as well. Well, we all are, but
Right.
We ended up over there, and I ended up making some really great hamburger sliders on an old Weber grill, which I love charcoal.
You're holding out on me because I'm seeing these recipes that you're posting
Yeah.
that look absolutely amazing.
Oh, honey, I cook. I just don't have a cookbook, but that's all right.
Well, okay, I need some fashion information.
Yeah.
All right. Believe it or not, trying to find the right apron has been a pain in my tail,
Yes, right.
because the aprons, the normal, they hang around your neck,
Yeah.
and that bothers me.
Okay.
And so I had an old apron I've had for 30 years, but it looks like a meat market stain. So I bought this one because the straps, but you've got all this stuff. You got the crisscross and
That's
snap
a
and
lot going on.
tie yourself in.
Yeah.
But it's not bothering my neck.
Right.
Does an apron ever bother your neck?
No, I just am used to it that way, I suspect. But my girlfriend Corbin around the corner, she has got this pink apron that she absolutely ensures that I wear every time I come in to cook.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be pink, and I'm wearing pink now. I mean, it's my Easter thing, but obviously,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but nonetheless, we had a ball. We did some burger sliders. I took some really small tricolor potatoes and diced them with pulled some fresh rosemary from the garden, some Vidalia onions, some seasoning, and deep fried those. So we had French
Yeah.
fries. I blanched some asparagus. We did a spinach goat cheese salad with like a bacon dressing. It was a lovely dinner al fresco for us. We had a great time.
Now, did you deep fry the onions?
Yes, I sure did. With the
Oh my
potatoes
God.
and the rosemary. Yeah.
God knows.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, I'll offer my kitchen anytime.
Come on, I'm telling you, once we get this thing figured out and this thing's done, and or we realize that we're both, non-carrying COVID folk, let's do something in the kitchen. I'm ready for it because
Yeah.
Lord knows I'm bored.
Yeah, me too. It's been kind of crazy for sure. And everything else, I mean, real estate, we're having to do everything virtual. And of course, my Airbnb is dead.
Yeah.
So I said, I hope like hell the cookbook sells. It might be my only income this year.
Oh, gracious me. I'm sure you'll do fine once we get back to some sort of normalcy. And the good news is, as it's been explained to me, New York's hospitalizations are going down drastically at this point, and South Carolina is still doing very well with regard to the number of cases of COVID. So
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track, anyways.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's been an amazing, scary thing to think that a virus could take over the world and put us in this situation.
Exactly. Well, if I don't see, which I may be knocking on your door for Easter, have a wonderful Easter, and
You too.
you guys enjoy this beer bread. Try it at home. I'm sure everyone's got these 3 ingredients. Again, I'll have the actual measurements put onto the Facebook pages as well, so make it easy for you guys, and have a absolutely lovely day. Thanks, guys.